Please be sure to support the video we reacted to today by clicking the link at the top. Enjoy the show. This is a video that's been recommended to me for a minute, but I have not checked it out because we've been going through so many videos. Mr. Gamer, I think, recommended this one. This is by Maddie. It looks like about it's a cosplay model on Instagram that I have seen every once in a while. I don't know much about them, but I see them on Instagram, so let's check it out. I don't know what's going on, what the situation is. I don't know much about, like, freckled Zelda specifically, but I do follow quite a few models on Instagram. Let me refresh the page here.
Hello, my name is Maddie. I used to be friends with Rachel, also known as Freckled Zelda, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about why she's a bad person. Today's topics include racism, transphobia, homophobia, Islamophobia, ableism, as well as just being a bad friend and a bad person. I decided that I needed to start...
Well, that, right off the bat, that's a whole lot of freaking... That's a whole... Is this, I might be thinking about a different model, honestly. I don't know, or maybe I just don't... How many models are called Zelda? I don't know, but I'll double check. Wow, that's a lot, right off the bat. Read the description. So that's a lot of freaking accusations there. Let me read the description, just because I see the pinned comment is herself saying it. Rachel knowingly deceived us. Sure, we were friends before I found out about how she actually is a bigot, liar, emotionally abusive. I used to genuinely enjoy helping her with videos behind the scenes. It was fun as someone who was a multimedia artist. I helped her think of ideas. Sometimes we brainstorm ideas because it was fun. That got old fast. Once I realized that we couldn't do anything fun or go anywhere without her having to make it into a TikTok, she would also use my sister's house as a prop because she preferred it to her house, and would actually invite people to my sister's house without asking, would constantly talk about how she was jealous of my sister's clothes because my sister buys nice, pretty dresses, and Rachel gets the dupes of Ami's dresses on AliExpress. Would literally try on Ami's dresses, then go buy the dupe. Rachel was, in my opinion, emotionally abusive to her ex and my sister. My sister was a prop to her to help her get more clicks. Rachel never moderated any of the ableist comments. If anything, she would encourage them because, as we know, all publicity is good publicity. Everything I've stated is my opinion. For example, in my opinion, gravity is real. Also, in my opinion, Rachel is a deceitful, bad person, and people deserve to know she isn't the pure angel she pretends to be. Okay! That's a lot, yeah. Yeah, 20 seconds in. It's 19. She actually doesn't look familiar to me on this picture, so maybe I'm thinking about a different model.
How she was liking homophobic comments and commenting under other people's comments where they were talking about their own religion with Jesus is King, Jesus is Lord, stuff like that. And there is absolutely no problem with being Christian. There is a problem with using religion.
Okay, so it seems like cheesiest weirdos just sort of asking if they support LGBTQ. This person's response immediately says, I'm not sure. First of all, why are you answering the question? I'm sorry, this is what pisses me off. She's asking if she supports LGBTQ, and the first freaking sentence is, I'm not sure. Why are you answering then? You don't have the information we require. Sorry, that kind of stuff is just like freaking why? Okay, sure. Anyway, I want to just point out that people don't have to support LGBT to be nice, respect other human beings. Alright, good point. Sure, yeah, I guess. Not directed towards you, but it was just a thought, and not, it was, what? It was directed towards them, otherwise you wouldn't have responded. Not directed towards you, but it was just a thought, and not meant to sound rude either. So please don't take it that way. You know that your comments are not being rude when you have to specifically specify that they're not being rude. It's like not liking someone, but that doesn't mean you have to be mean to them. You know, like, if they ask for advice, I'd give advice no matter how I feel towards them, or, you're coping hard. I feel like this is a very anti... I don't know. I don't know what this response is, but this is the dumbest response I've ever seen to this question. Just say yes or no. You don't even... there was no point for you typing any of that. Literally 5% of the comments is the answer she asked for. For real, like, I didn't ask for a life lesson on, or your opinion on the philosophy of how people should respect each other. Listen, I don't know if I support any of that stuff. I am not a LGBTQ person. Like, I'm not, that's not like, I'm a dude. I'm a guy. I like chicks. And I got a thing. So it's like, I'm all, like, basically, the best way to explain it is, you do you. If I see anybody in my community have hatred towards anyone, I don't care what it is. Just, if you start being, like, a douche, I'm just gonna ban you. Like, this, I'm sorry, but that goes for my Discord, my Twitter, if you are a douche towards any human, whether the other person's, like, beliefs don't match up with yours or not, just don't be a douche. Everybody can do their own thing and just, like, not mess with other people. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. It's really not. Okay, you don't gotta support, you don't gotta, but just don't hate. You get me? That's it. That's as simple as it gets for me. If somebody comes into my chat and is just, like, starts saying a bunch of stuff that's like, I hate the gays, then it's like, no, that's out. You're banned. Get out. You get me? Most of the time, 90% of the time, like, I've had some people say stuff like that on my chat, and I just try to make a joke about it, because nobody's ever gonna learn from me just banning them flat out and just being like, alright, get out, done. No, I try to, you get me? I haven't seen Oz directly ban anyone so far. Yeah, except for that one freaking dude, exactly. But which is just like, all right, you're doing that on purpose. It's either to try to get me canceled by taking screenshots and saying this is my Discord, or it's just you being, like, hateful, and it's just like, I'm sorry, you're gonna get banned. Like, that's it. That's that simple. You know, if there's a way to make a joke out of it and try to convince, hey, like, relax, chill, it's not that serious. You get me? Like, I'll do that. But if I see that it's obviously someone that's just full blown just a bad person, it's like, all right, then I would prefer my community feel like they're okay here. We're here for the funnies. We're not here for all that. You get me? We're here to laugh at a bunch of people. We're here to laugh at stuff happening. And if someone's a piece of turd, we laugh at them too. You know?
To be homophobic and be a bigot. Next up, I'm going to talk about her disgusting...
At least I can walk. I'm sorry, no hate. I just thought it was funny. First thing I do, I grab the wheelchair and put her down the steps. What? And what is her response to this? It's, what, 3 fairies? What? I don't get the. Who is she respond? She said, add Ami. Who's this? Is that what the frick?
Behavior with someone she called her friend, someone who I call my sibling, someone who I love, Ami. All of these screenshots are from more than a year ago. That's why it says that I am friends or mutuals with her on TikTok. And she would like these comments wishing Ami...
Is she, like, tagging Ami? That's a tag, right? Yeah, because this is on... What is this on? This is on... It's on something. It's on freaking TikTok. No, it's on Instagram, I think. Yeah, so she's tagging Ami. Right next to the rooftop. You know what's gonna happen. Rooftop, laughing, tags Ami. Okay.
A year ago, that's why it says that I am friends or mutuals with her on TikTok. And... she would like these comments wishing Ami harm, calling Ami slurs, and when called out...
Yeah, literally say, basically, like she's not saying it herself, but basically she's saying, yeah, I'd push her off the roof too. Like, it's effectively Like, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not.
Her response was, "Oh, I wouldn't want to be canceled," rather than, "You're right, that's a bad thing. I shouldn't do that." I spent hours reporting over
Liked by creator. Okay, got it.
100 comments. And on top of that, Rachel decided that she should lie to Ami about being vaccinated. Rachel is anti-vax and hid it from Ami and would pressure Ami.
Why would you hide that? Just, if you're anti-vax, just say you're anti-vax. Who cares? Just, if somebody doesn't want to hang out with you because you're not vaccinated, though, that's their prerogative, too.
To hang out in between surgeries.
Why would you lie? It's not even that you hid it. It's the fact that she lied about it.
If Ami had caught COVID, Ami would have died. From Ami and would pressure Ami to hang out in between surgeries, putting Ami's life at risk. If Ami had caught COVID, Ami would have died.
So she lied about being vaccinated and insisted on hanging out with Ami while she was mid-recovery from an operation. Wow, what a garbage person. Even if you don't believe in the freaking vaccines, you know for a fact you're sick, you piece of garbage. What?
Next, I'm going to talk about Rachel's ex, who Rachel decided to be transphobic, and also have Rachel's friends threaten to murder them for some reason.
I will never get over how awesome this looks. If you can't get over it, why don't you credit me, the one who drew it? Wow, okay, so she... Okay, freaking... Are you serious? You're just taking... So there's freaking fan art and you didn't even freaking, like, promote them?
I remember Rachel telling me that their relationship didn't feel real and that she...
Okay, well, I guess she put it at the bottom. Or did somebody else do it? No, I think okay, as long as she gave credit. Is his name, is that his name? I know that's an actual name. Is that actually his name, or is she, like, I don't get the... Like, what is, or is she calling him out for being gay?
With them because they didn't feel real and it was a game to her. These are screenshots.
I gotta read this, hold on, we'll go through it quick.
Would toy with them because they didn't feel real.
So I guess for starters, we'll go with the weird, actual topic. We discussed very early on about our opinion on X in the relationship. Sorry, I'm trying to save myself the trouble of editing this on YouTube, because I don't edit ever on YouTube. She told me that she was an ace and waiting until marriage, and I was cool with that. The only problem is that she would send actually coded messages. My oblivious ass responded accordingly. I know at the end of the day, it is up to myself on how I respond to it, but it's just strange for her to bring that up constantly. She said the actual stuff like that grossed her out, but then she always brought it up. There was even one time where I stated that I was uncomfortable talking about that stuff with her since she did not actually reciprocate what she was saying. In my long apology letter, I later sent to her, I apologize for the reciprocation of the actual conversations. A big point of interest is about the artwork, so I've done multiple pieces of art for her in the past, some commissioned and some Okay, she was leading you on. She was leading you on and using you for free artwork, just like the Torah dude, the freaking tiger guy, this dude. Everyone, frick, I freaking got rid of my playlist. Everyone knows about Torah. It's become a big deal, and I think, I'm so sorry, what's your name? She just made another video, a secondary video on it, too. This dude! I freaking knew it would pop up. This guy. That dude. He did the same thing, but with a bunch of female VTuber artists. So ladies, be on the lookout. Dudes, also be on the lookout. The internet famous celebrity boyfriend girlfriend will more than likely want to use you.
Real, and it was a game to her. These are screenshots of my messages.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's a good method. You promise them, like, hey, my dude, I'll give you the cheeks as long as you give me free artwork that I don't have to pay people for. You know how much I pay for artwork, dude? A lot. And so it's like, yeah, that's an easy way to be, but then of course she has to lie and say that she's uncomfortable at that stuff because she doesn't actually want to sleep with you. She just wants to lead you on. Got it. That's what I'm getting out of this, all right? That's just my opinion. But it's also pretty obvious. But you get what I'm saying. All right, a lot of fan art that she gets. Sure, she might credit the artist, but she does not give them any of the hard-earned money for that artwork. Oh, and she's making money off of it. Now this is an interesting one because I'm in the middle of making a merchandise, a T-shirt because I want to have this original like outfit that I have with bananas because we're about to switch to new outfits. And so I wanted to make a T-shirt to commemorate the outfits that we have currently, the cyberspace outfit as we move towards something more different. But in those instances, I made like it's a deal. Like you got to make sure they understand that when you purchase the artwork, it's for commercial. You're purchasing commercial rights. You're not just paying for the art. You're also paying for the art and another additional fee for the rights to like merchandise it I just said the word. I forgot the commercial rights. You're also paying them for the commercial rights to it. Now, whether they believe, a $200 or whatever the frick is like enough, that's on the artist. That's on the artist at that point. What are they willing to pay? I think the creator's name is Evan. Since it's Evan. So she added this part that's gay. Why are you outing him? Like that's nobody's business, bruh. Who Evans decides to like finagle in bed? Like got nothing to do with you, my dude. What do you mean? Like, why you gotta put that out? Like, I'm not saying it's like the worst thing ever, right? But I'm just saying, like, nobody, like, I wouldn't, like, if you put it, like, if you credited me on something, you wouldn't put straight OzDaMonke. Slightly curious monkey. I'm just only on the weekends, curious monkey. Like, you wouldn't put that. You would put, you would just put OzDaMonke. Like, what is your intention? I don't know what your intention is. It's just kind of odd, because I wouldn't do that personally. What is your intention with that?
Being jealous of...
do you have nothing better to do than to get mad at someone who hasn't responded yet? Also related to that, her accusations of me being in an incestuous relationship with my sister, because I said she was my best friend and the most important person in my life. My sister is indeed my best friend, but we are not in the relationship, obviously. I don't think that she can quite fathom that siblings can be as close as we are. I guess some of her evidence would be that I didn't defend her when she was literally arguing at my sister and instead defended my sister. Yeah, because I'm sorry. Ladies, how's it going, boss? Ayoo! Ladies. I'm not saying this because this is what I would do, right? But what I am saying is that if you are in a relationship with someone and you are making money off of your significant other, and also you're not like, but at the same time you don't want to take that relationship anywhere from the sound of it, and then you start arguing with your significant other's family, I'm sorry, but human logic dictates that they're going to defend the people that have been with them their entire lives. Like, let's be real here. He don't know you like that. Like, he don't know you as well as he knows his sister. That's just a fact. That's always going to be a fact. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Divorces happen all the time, but like, family since birth is not gonna... Even if it's not since birth, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, even, like, just family... That's just different. It's a whole different level. You can't disconnect to a certain degree. You get me? Like, what are you thinking? What are you talking about? Yeah, she wouldn't say that to other sibling duos. So from the sound of it, and this is a real thing that I've seen happen constantly. Trust me, there will be a lot of times where like gals will get jealous of your siblings, of your sister. And it's weird, and I don't know why, but it happens. Something about that, like, seeing you in the hand of another gal, I guess, freaks them to flip out. As far as this chick goes, if she really was just using him for his artwork and stuff, I can see her being like, nah, you're not, you get me? And it's like, I'm not trying to armchair psychology this thing, but, like, I've seen situations where, like, they really try to, like, separate you from your family, because it's easier to manipulate you when you're not getting advice from your family. You get me? Think about it. Like, reverse the roles. If this was a dude trying to, like, rag on the relationship between a gal and her brother, trying to get them to get away from each other, like you would be thinking the same thing. You'd be saying, nah, son, he's obviously trying to lure her away from her family. She, just like how Andrew Tate does it.
Their friendship.
You get them away from their family, because you don't want them to listen to reason. They gotta listen to you. You feel me? You gotta make sure that it's easy to manipulate. Someone better came along. Also, she constantly made jokes about other guys who she'd see and how if they pulled up on her, she'd take the opportunity. Yeah, cause she's not trying to bang you, bruh. She's trying to get free art. She was also flabbergasted when I said she couldn't cheat on me. Oh, she's for the streets, my dude. I don't know what else to tell you there. That's a open and shut case, my bro. What? She thought she was entitled to that because of who she was. Nah, son, who do you think you is? Cause you was not that person. What, cause you got some likes? Cause you got a lot of likes on Instagram to get out of here, what?
Incest, Rachel being over
on another occasion, she shared a private message that I had sent her with everyone in her car. Context here is, that she was out that night with family and friends and sent me some spicy pictures of her cleavage and stuff. Typical relationship stuff. So I sent her a voice message saying thank you for the pictures, and she played for the car full of people with her parents there. It's just don't do that, What? Nah, son, she's trying to set you up. I don't know how or in what kind of way or what her logic is, but that seems like she's trying to set you up on something. Why? Why? Is she like trying to make her family think he's a douche so that if something comes out they won't believe him or something? I don't know. I'm not a legend. I made all that up. I'm just trying to stoke the fires here. I don't know. It just seems weird. Why are you sending a picture of booba? If I send you back a message like thanks for the booba, it's like what? Why you gotta out me like that? If you know what I'm saying? That's just mean. That's gonna and then you're gonna get mad if he doesn't compliment you. And it's like, well, I'm not gonna compliment you no more because you're gonna freaking throw me under the bus again. What am I supposed to do? You can't win with these kind of people, bro. You should have cut this off long ago, though, to be fair. But I feel it. I've been there. I've been in that situation where it's like, an no activity relationship. No intimacy relationship. I've been there, and when it goes on for too long and you're just like, look, it's not that I don't want to make this a thing, but you're obviously okay with premarital intimacy, but for some reason you just got a problem with me. And I'm just saying, I've taken you out to a lot of nice places. I'm not the kind of person that takes them out to the bad places. I don't go to no McDonald's, no Burger King drive-thrus. But I'm just saying, at a certain point, I just need you to prove to me in one way or another that this is a serious relationship. You get me? I don't like to play around in relationships whatsoever. I don't like the little, I'm okay at the very beginning if it's gonna be the every once in a while, if it's gonna be the, the whole, let's go date, let's go on a date, let's go on a thing. But after, the third, fourth, fifth date, it's are we boyfriend, girlfriend? If you can't even answer that, then it's over. I'm going to the next one. If you can't even answer a simple question, you get me? What are your thoughts on family members having a crush with each other? Incest, wincest, my dude. What do you mean? No, I'm joking. But yeah, I just couldn't. We call it wincest here. Excuse me. Look, let's be real. It's strange. It's a bit weird. Just don't do it. There's a reason why humanity has a taboo against it. It breeds genetic, it actually genuinely makes for genetically, it's bad. It's bad DNA. We typically tend to have a lot of problems when DNA mixes. It's not okay. So just as a natural instinctual human thing, you don't. It's very normal for you to be grossed out by incest. Hot take here. It's okay to be grossed out by incest. We are naturally programmed to not like incest. You're not supposed to, like, because it breeds genetic defaults, so to speak. Got it canceled with that. Let's go. I hope somebody takes it out of context. Because when I'm not saying nothing crazy. So hopefully people go crazy, and then when they see that I'm legit, then they'll be like, all right, cool, he's alright. It was all overblown. But whatever. Anyway, point is, the most of the words are available. I put it on the lowest censorship setting because Twitch is kind of weird. But that's kind of Twitch's fault if they don't do the censorship. But also, anything you guys say, I get in trouble for. So freaking watch it. I will freaking we'll start doing timeouts. But no, I'm joking though. As far as me, like as far as I go, I've always been of the thought of like you be responsible for your own words. You know, got that kind of situation. So it's I don't like to censor a lot. Anyway, point is, hot take, incest is weird. But I'm also not like gonna sit here and pretend like I don't understand where like where that weirdness is at. For example, in a lot of anime, you will get those weird situations. Why? Because especially like I didn't have there was a big jump between like me and like my sister in age. So I was never at like puberty age. Like when I was in puberty, she didn't exist. But it's 100% true that like if you're a freaking horned up teenager and you freaking happen to be the unlucky guy that has a really freaking hot sister, I can understand when some people will be weird, like, instincts, natural human instincts. People will be weird about that stuff. And it's obvious that it's a real thing. It's obvious that this kind of stuff, exists. Mainly because look at like Andy and Layla, the coffin of Andy and Layla. It's a thing that happens. I'm not saying that game is an example. What I'm saying is it's a thing that incest exists out in the world. The Game of Thrones, like it in history. Look at the majority of the English monarchs and the Spaniards too. You get what I'm saying? It's not we can't just sit here and pretend like it didn't happen, like it's not a thing. But yeah, no, flat out, it's like this has nothing to do with that, conversation. This is full blown just her trying to like separate him, kind of putting that on him, like, bro, that's kind of like incest. Oh no, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird to me. It's just a way to make him separate himself from his sister because obviously they're very close. But yeah, you see this kind of weird stuff in anime. You see this kind of weird stuff in movies. It's not like, come on, let's think about it. So you will see a lot of ladies out there that will get a little bit jealous because they don't have that kind of a close relationship with you. But instead, you're having that close of a relationship with another woman. And like ladies, it's okay to feel a little bit jealous. It is. But come on, it's their freaking sister, it's their sibling. Yeah. Only reason Andrew was like this is because of parenting and actually being the only major person in his life. Yeah, no, it's. Sorry, I missed the other one. I saw a show where some people were on a roller coaster where they were like, adult brother said, my sister's having a baby, and when they went further a bit, he then adds, I'm gonna be a You see what I'm saying? It happens. Shout out to Alabama. I'm joking. No, like, look, we're making jokes here, right? But I get it. It's taboo. It's weird, but it exists. It's out there. Let's just be upfront with it. But yeah, no, let's move on. Because at this point, I'm literally just trying to get canceled, and I'm gonna go too far. All right, look at going.
And sharing personal messages with other people, including parents, for some reason. Another thing I find interesting is Rachel started.
Yeah, and on top of that, she's like taking Kanye West's like music video stuff. Like it's pretty much just all stolen. All of it. I wouldn't be surprised if the freaking background was. Oh, he freaking says right there, Kanye. I mean, no doubt, right? But
being a fan of
what is that?
Kanye West at
That's
the height.
the University album, right? Freaking Good Morning, Good Morning, ooh, Good Morning.
Of him being a Nazi, and has also said
I'm
incredibly
assuming it's because yeah, it's a TikTok. She probably used the song too. Yeah, she used the song from University, the album.
racist.
Sorry, University.
The racist thing she would tell me would be about black people and all of this.
We are 2 minutes into a 5-minute video. We pause a lot here. Let's check out the tags.
I don't have any screenshots of it. Next, I'm going to talk about the conversations.
This is to her sister. This is to Ami.
And messages and photos she would send to someone who is literally 15. This was a group chat I was in.
Ami's 15?
To be honest, I completely forgot I was even in this group chat here. She's making a joke about us all having.
We could ride on top of Ami. I'm down. You take head, Maddie. Get shoulders. Blank hitting from the back while give Ami a lap dance.
Group sex, me, my sibling, and a 15-year-old. In this group chat, apparently, these screenshots are from said 15. He's making a joke about us all having group sex, me, my sibling, and a 15-year-old. In this group chat,
apparently... Oh, no, Ami's not 15. Okay, is someone else 15? Ami, okay. To be fair, I don't know what the dynamic there is between their friends. But kind of weird. I'm just saying, if a dude said that joke, if a guy, you know, not just a dude, I use dude interchangeably, but if a guy or a man freaking said that, we would all be looking at it very suspiciously. It would be very suspicious. I gotta admit. Shirt is wild. What do you mean? This is like my this looks like normal to me. This is my wardrobe. I have like 20 of these.
Screenshots are from said 15-year-old who had just turned 15 at the time.
Oh, frick, is it graduation? You know what? In the music video, the city is called Universe City, and that just stuck with me. If it's called graduation, then that's why I'm wrong. Okay, like, watch the music video. The freaking place is called Universe City. It's a city. I guess that's a college?
Rachel would send photos like these. Rachel would also send the 15-year-old personal messages with...
You okay? Sorry, someone's ringing the doorbell. Doggos are going crazy.
Rachel and her partner at the time for some reason. Before I go, there are...
Wait, what? So this was...
the 15-year-old personal messages with Rachel and her partner at the time for some reason.
So this is a group chat between freckled Zelda, her partner, and the 15-year-old. The blue is the 6th inch. Think you can make it all the way there, babe? What are you trying to do with this, exactly? I'm just saying, this feels very groomery to me.
Before I go, there are some notes that I have that I haven't mentioned yet. Rachel was friends with someone who...
Why does Zelda have the whole baking industry? To be fair, she also... That looked about like as much cake as she has in the game, too.
Guys, what type of guy would you like? It was... Rachel would always ask extremely invasive sexual questions to pretty much everyone around her. She was fascinated with other people's sex lives. And
which is interesting, because she's over here getting real frisky, or verbally frisky, with everyone else, except for her boyfriend. Like, what the frick? If you're that frickin' thirsty, you already got the what?
Would ask.
There's no need for you to be messaging sexy stuff at a 15-year-old when you already got a man to frickin' take care of that.
Incapable of understanding that other people have boundaries. I don't know how capable she is of empathy or understanding where other people are coming from, and she is hiding from all of this controversy by saying that people are persecuting her for being Christian. This has nothing to do with her being Christian.
That is very unchristian of you, by the way.
And that just
Everything I just saw is very unchristian of you.
The actual issues people have with her. My goal with this video is to helpfully warn other people of her bigotry before they encounter it themselves. My goal is that hopefully people will see this and will feel brave enough to open up about their own stories with her, because I know that there are many, many people who have similar experiences to mine, and I hope that... One more thing I forgot to mention was Rachel saying that trans people are an abomination against God's image. You can see that in the screenshots of my messages with Rachel's ex-partner. I recommend that everyone should pause and read everything I screenshotted.
That I would have loved it if you put that here in this section as opposed to all the way. Now I gotta go through and sort and freaking find that one.
And I would like to thank everyone that has watched this far. Thank you for listening, and please, please, please share.
I gotta go back and look for that one. That's a pretty big accusation there, and I really want to go. I already saw that there was quite a bit of like ableism, so to speak, but
be homophobic and be a bigot. Next up, I'm going to start speaking about where they were talking about their own religion.
I mean, here we had all the wheelchair stuff. Yeah, see, this is why it's important to put the context when you mention it. I can't find this. Can I ask? I saw it earlier. I just didn't understand if this was a freaking like a split thing. What is this? What is she showing here? What is the what? All right. Well, I would have liked. It would have been better if you actually showed us the text messages. When you mentioned them, I don't know which one you're talking about specifically here. Like, I don't know. And she's just like, she's just using Jesus. You can't touch me, I am Christian. The Holy Cross. Tú eres una diabla. No me toques. No, stay away from me. Like, she really using our boy JC like a shield right now. She got the Holy Bible. She got the church. I guess just the tower, not the whole church, but just the bell tower. I don't even know. Someone, a Jawa running away in Star Wars, and the three crosses. There's, you see, that's where Jesus is, and the other two thieves, Saint Peter, I think is one of them. No, because his cross was upside down. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Saint Peter's like the upside down cross does not mean the devil at all? Like at least in everything I have ever seen as a Catholic, I've been to Christian churches, I've been to Muslim churches, I've been to Jewish churches, I've been to Lutheran, Protestant. I've gone to quite a few churches with friends, family, and you know, I'm a caretaker for a lot of kids, so sometimes with the parents of the kids. So it's like I've literally, like, for the vast majority of everything I've seen, that is just a movie thing. The upside down cross is literally a Saint Peter who said, "Yeah, I don't want to be crucified the same way that Jesus Christ was crucified. So if you could, please crucify me upside down." And that's that. Like, it basically, it was just as a way of showing that he was not better than God. And yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's just that was the whole intention. And so yeah, but that got taken out of context, and now it's just el diablo. Anyway, point being, that's just a little thing I always thought about. Anyway, I don't like. Oh, here's my final thoughts on this before we move on. And all of this is weird. She obviously, She obviously has some very, like, she's very passive aggressive. Let's put it that way. It's very cringe to be liking, like, comments about people. Like, I get trying to get engagement, but you, like, if somebody says they're gonna push someone in a wheelchair down the stairs or off the roof, you shouldn't be liking that, my dude. That's like, maybe don't do that. Like, I'm not gonna tell you nothing else besides that. Like, don't be doing that. That's not a good look for you. Like, that's not okay. Don't be pushing, like, don't be supporting people who talk about pushing people in a wheelchair off the stairs. That's not cool. And maybe don't send these images at a 15-year-old. Like, I don't care who it is. Just flat out, like, how many times do I gotta tell you this? Stop messing, like, create content creators. It's not that difficult. Don't message a 15-year-old. Don't message any minors privately. Ever. In any kind of way. Like, it's just not that easy. Why does Zelda... Oh, that's alright, saying freaking... but yeah, no, I don't know. I'm done. We're moving on. I'm gonna move on to the next video. That was just a weird one. But I mean, she did, like... It gave me enough... She gave me enough evidence to tell you that there's definitely something weird. Some weird, really weird happening here. I'm honestly just waiting for the whole situation to blow up at this point. With every post, she gets a little more pushy on the religion and controversial in her opinions. I feel like she's on thin ice already, and one more wrong move will get her canceled. I mean, she's doing the correct move, though. Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm just saying, if you're getting canceled or if you're in that position, the best way to do it is to just ignore it. And, like, don't mention it. And pretty much just kick anybody who talks about it in your comments. But it's gonna catch up to her, one way or another. Her hey, ex-Christian here. So many of the things she did go against some of the biggest rules of Christianity. And she needs to get a grip if she's, if she's gonna use her religion to defend herself. Yeah, but it seems like she's just using it as a shield. Which is it's pretty easy to use religion as a shield. Because no matter what you do, there's gonna be a Christian out there that's going to defend you to the death. Because of the fact that you are Christian. Yeah. Year of the Pet. Matt Peppy. Yeah, what's the deal? As soon as Mad Pet goes away, all the other pedals are like, Batman's gone. We can... The good guys are out. It's time for the villains. Alright, I'll tell you what. I do want to keep up with this. Matty. I'm gonna I'm gonna sub. Not just because I want to see what's going on, but I kind of want to see. Oh, somebody else made a video too. I kind of want to find out if it's all true, if there's more evidence, if there's more, you know. But it definitely, like, I've seen enough to be like, this person's gonna be trouble, and they need to like straighten up. They need to straighten up here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Live reactions every Friday. So swing by.